Capricorns, what is up? Welcome to Flavored Vivid. For those of you guys that are new here, my name is Carissa. The message that I have for you guys today is bees have a gift for alchemy. They gather pollen. Pollen is something that causes allergic reactions in many and is seen as a nuisance or even a threat. And through their magic, they transform it into honey, nourishing, golden, and healing. What is overwhelming to one becomes medicine in the hands of another. Just because something doesn't work for someone else does not mean that it won't work out beautifully for you. Trust your process. You're not here to follow the same path. You're here to turn your own version of pollen into something sweet. Capricorns, you guys got the inspiration card and it had bees all over it, okay? I feel like you've been a busy bee. I feel like you're really working towards your manifestations, your goals. Now, the thing about bees as well is like they work together for their hive, correct? Like, they work together to collaborate and create an efficient hive, but they also work independently. And so I understand, Golda. I just have had a lot going on, and I'm going to be really honest. I'll try to get through as many readings this week, but I also have clients that are flying into town, and we're all flying out. So we're going out. We're going on vacation. So, but anyways, so I'm going to do my best. But your girl has a very busy life, and I'll do my best. Okay, anyways, we have the bees here. And so bees are they're independent, but they work for a hive. So it's like you're able to tap into this like hive mind, this hive collective, but you're able to discern your role. You're able to keep things separate, okay? All honeybees are girls. I love that. Is this my sign to plan a vacay? Brianna, yes, absolutely. I'm super excited. I know that it's been much needed and we're ready for it. My wife and I are used to traveling and stuff like that. We haven't traveled recently, so we're excited. But anyways, there's this energy here again of you knowing your role, but still being very connected to the hive. I want you to see how it's like an independent person, but they're connected to like the hive light, and there's bees all around. Okay, you have this ability to alchemize things that a lot of people can't carry. Think about it. Like back in the day, allergy, or even still to this day and age, allergies can really take people out. It can disable them, right? And you have this ability to alchemize things that would disable others. Number one. Number two, the second part of there's multiple parts of this message, so I want you to take it and I want you to sit with it. You could be receiving a lot of downloads during this time right now. You could be spending a lot of time like in reflection, sound healing, anything of that sort, okay? But there's something here about like sitting with yourself. But again, you're also in this energy here of spending great time with friends and really enjoying like the happiness in your life. Like things are going really well. Yes, you're aware that in this hive, there could be, think about like how some people are afraid of bees, right? And or like deathly allergic to bees. And so what do? They try to attack the beehive. However, bees are a necessary part of our environment. And without bees, we wouldn't have clean air. We wouldn't have plants. We wouldn't have a lot of the foods that we eat. So bees, that's why everyone's like, save the bees, right? And that's what I'm getting here. And so there's somebody who is acting as a snake in this energy, okay? Competition, enemy, clever, okay? They want you to like be looking over your shoulder. Meanwhile, you're in this energy because you're like, yeah, of course, there's always gonna be something that tries to attack a bee. Of course, when a bee knows how to alchemize. Bees have been showing up to you recently. I love that, Monique. Thank you for sharing that. You're going on a trip this week as well, Danielle. Wonderful. Us Capricorns be traveling, okay? Love it. But anyways, congratulations, you guys. And the bees are wonderful. Bees also represent the hard work and again, money coming in as well. Bees do represent finances and money, so that could be a sign for you. But yes, tap into your inspiration right now. Card number 3. You could be born on the 3rd. You could have a life path 3. Or you could just be seeing lots of 3s right now. 3s talks about manifestation. Putting in the work to manifest the reality that you love. Hi, Liverpool. Welcome. Thank you, Paul, for being here. 3 is your number. Love that, Danielle. Thanks for the confirmation. You found a sweet bee in your office, which is weird to get. One of my favorite things to do, I don't have like an appropriate cap or water bottle or anything, but I take the cap off like a Coca-Cola bottle or water bottle or something. I don't drink Coca-Cola, but I'm just using it as an example. And I like to fill it up with just a little bit of water, really shallow, so the bees can drink from it. I like to leave them around my garden. I also like feed the birds and all these other things. So anyways, that's beside the point. But if you guys want to contribute to nature, you can have that. And also keeping certain flowers and stuff like that in your guys' garden are going to be wonderful here to keep our planet alive. But okay, so there's this energy here though of, again, you've been working harder, the continue working hard and putting into this dream here that you have. Spirit's wanting you to re-find your inspiration, even if it's by spending more time in nature or paying attention to nature, paying attention to the flowers, the plants. You know, a lot of individuals in this world, we're all overstimulated, we're disconnected because we spend so much time online. There's like people where they treat online like it's their religion, okay? They're devoted to it. They worship being online. And so if you haven't been, go outside, get in touch with nature, and you're going to find that again. There's something here about like refinding, rewilding yourself, okay? You also have the reflecting card, so I do feel like this is you kind of reflecting. Again, it's not isolation, it's not the hermit, but it is knowing how to, I'm hearing equal parts. Spend time alone, but also connect with your community. You hugged a tree yesterday. I love that, Nisi. Thank you for sharing. Some of you guys are working like a seasonal or temporary job, and you're kind of worried about what the next step is. Here is what I'm getting, okay? I didn't clarify this card yet. In fact, I will. I will clarify this for you. But there's something about this. Yeah, King of Pentacles here. I feel like it's making enough money, but you're like, okay, what comes next? Four of Swords here. You're trying not to think about it too much. You're trying to relax, but there is like a bit of like a stressor here. Show me what we've got with this temporary or seasonal work. The Hermit card, interesting. Yeah, you're very, everything's like internalized right now, and you have the Chariot card in reverse, and this is, and then the Magician. Yes, I love it. Okay, so right now you're kind of feeling a little bit stuck. For whoever this is going to resonate for, I know it's not for everyone. We'll pull on career, of course, but I am getting this energy here of like you're kind of inward right now, like thinking, what am I going to do next? What comes next? Where's my next lump sum of money coming from? Where's, you know, am I going to have a career? Am I going to have a job? What am I, it's what's next here. Okay. And Spirit's asking you here, like, slow down. This was meant for you to slow down. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Slow down and let go. Use your magic. Tap into your magic here. Your manifestation abilities. What do you want to do next? What would you like to happen for you next? That's what Spirit's really asking you. Okay. Literally a job I was in, I left out because I was talking to my boss, and now he's talking to my husband. I feel stuck. Oh, I'm sorry, Danielle. Listen, this is not meant to be stuck energy. It's meant to slow down energy. I know, and everyone's like, but I'm ready to speed up because we just got out of all of those retrogrades and blah blah blah. Yes, absolutely. But there's a lot to like integrate. There's a lot of pieces that were dismantled or put back together, you know, for you here. And so Spirit's asking you to slow down, and that's going to speed up the process. I'm pretty sure I've titled a reading that before. Okay, yeah, Eight of Swords in the reverse, center of the deck here. Stop worrying. Okay, you've been all up in your thoughts lately. Baby, ground your energy. Go sit outside. Enjoy nature. Like, watch how, reminder, nature has its seasons. Like, the day that you plant the seed is not the day that you're going to harvest it. And sometimes there's certain plants, for example, like asparagus, that takes a few seasons until the harvest is really good. Okay, and so I don't want you to be discouraged or give up, because again, that message about the bees, what works for one person or what doesn't work for one person doesn't mean it's not going to work out for you, okay? So there could be some friends that you're going to be hanging out with, Capricorns here. You're going to be feeling really uplifted. You're going to be in your vibe. You could be around palm trees. You don't have to be, though, but there's palm trees. Some of you guys could be on an island. You don't have to be. Maybe you live in a place with like palm trees or islands or something like that, okay? But there's something here about like tapping into that your inner child, having a lot of fun, you know, just really enjoying the company that you're around, even if it's just nature, kids, etc. How do I live with ADHD? Life feels overwhelming 24/7 and I'm always ungrounded. Hape. The amount of times that I do hape and I cleanse my energy with it, that's really good. I meditate instead of medicate. However, I will just be very transparent with all the help that we've been getting from my daughter. I've been talking to you know, the doctors and the therapist about things in my life, because it has kind of uprooted me and made me feel a bit ungrounded. So I think I am going to get back on Adderall. I don't know, though. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't like having one thought at a time. It makes me feel like, that makes me feel more ungrounded. But we'll see. We'll see. She said that we could start, just talking and setting up sessions here. Florida in the house. Love it. Yeah, you guys got palm trees, okay? So I love that. I need to visit Florida. I do. I need to. Also, you guys have work in silence. There's a thief watching. Boring. We don't care anymore. And when is there not? And then release your fears and worries. Like, Spirit's like, listen. Yeah, exactly. Harness your full potential here. Like, I feel like some of you guys are so busy, like, worried about like what's coming next. We've talked about this before, and if you're new to this channel, that's totally fine. I'm gonna just briefly discuss it, but it's just like, stop worrying about what is next. Anchor into now, anchor into the present. Look at how far you've come, and when you start by looking at how far you've come instead of how much further you have left to go, it makes the journey easier. It makes it feel better. Okay, of course, sending all the positive energy to you, my love. I'm sorry. You've been taking Adderall because of the job. We worked over the road. Oh, yeah. That would be difficult. There's no shame. Listen, in any mental health thing, if you've got to take the medication, it's okay. I believe that spirituality, like holistic vibes, and of course doctors and the medical field, they go hand in hand. They are not separate from. And same with psychology and psychiatry. So just all of it goes hand in hand. Gut health, everything. That could be another thing, like taking care of your gut health. I've talked about this like years ago on my Facebook channel. Your gut is your main brain, not your brain. I know. They said otherwise, but that's not true. Your gut controls your brain. So taking care of your gut health, pre and probiotic, making sure that you're eating foods that are aligned with you. I mean, and if you're in America, it makes it really hard for that. Okay, but let's go ahead and shuffle, you guys. I don't want to get too off topic here. I love you. Thank you for interacting. Thank you for talking to me. Gut consciousness, quantum attachment. Yes, Knights of Empathy. They recommended Ritalin, but you don't know if you want that. I don't know. I've never had that before. Yeah. 33. Again with the number threes. You guys got the card Heaven Sent. All right. Yes. Conscious connections. Card number 35. 35 breaking down to the number 8. Okay. 8s and 3s can be significant. Let's go ahead and read what this Heaven Sent card is. Master number. First off, just as we receive gifts in the physical world through the thoughtfulness of others to acknowledge how much we mean to them, so too we receive gifts on other levels, including the spiritual level. A spiritual gift is something that happens through grace. We can ask for help and it may be given in response to requests. All requests for help are answered. A spiritual gift can also be given without us asking for anything at all, at least not consciously. Sometimes it is in our hearts that it cry out for help. While we are busy getting on with our to-do list, we don't often stop to think about what our hearts might need. If we do, and an immediate solution is not obvious, we just get on with life, either letting the issue be or taking the more painful option of dwelling on it without seeing how it might have been resolved. However, there is this loving benevolence in life that knows exactly what we need and how it can best come to us, even when we are not quite clear. This force actively seeks to assist us in our walking our path. The loving sweetness, interesting, and I said that in your guys' title. The loving sweetness is being offered to you now or will soon be in the form of a spiritual gift. Your spiritual gift may be symbolic. It may be something that is ordinary but holds a lot of meaning to you. It may be an object that catches your eye and mesmerizes you. You might think that you are approaching how lovely it looks, but it is the underlying energy that captures you. Something in the appearance, color, or shape speaks to you and is perhaps answering an unspoken prayer. It is not an object that is the gift. That is just the wrapping. The actual gift is subtle yet effective and empowering. It is like a spiritual booster shot that helps you move forward in life with an additional zing, extra strength, and greater peace. You will be empowered to accomplish tasks that you may have nearly but not quite been able to manage on your own throughout the past. The spiritual gift may or may not be recognizable to you. It may not be very obvious. An offer, a windfall, a trip, a friendship, a new lover, or remarkable healing in a current relationship. It might be far more subtle and even more powerful, such as a jolt of energy that allows you to perceive things differently all of a sudden and perhaps solve a problem that has been plaguing you. It'll be bestowed as when it is needed in the form that is best to serve you. Serve the love in you. This oracle also brings you the message, let yourself be helped. Capricorns, I feel like you guys don't know how to do that, okay? We don't know how to do that, right? We're always the problem solvers, the go-getters. We're constantly helping everyone else around. How often do you stop and help yourself, right? Allow yourself to be helped. Assistance is coming your way, so act on it and say yes. If you have also drawn the oracle, blah, 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 then this message is amplified. I only drew one oracle. Sorry, guys. The oracle also comes with the message that you are to trust in the things that you feel and say to others without knowing why. It moves them. You might not understand, but through trust, you're allowing yourself not to overthink and censor yourself. As such, you are able to become a vessel through which the spiritual gift can be passed on to others. Don't block yourself. Let life happen through you. Only benefit can come from this. If you have drawn any other card in addition to this one, it acts as a wild card and an amplifier. Okay, so it's simple to receive the gift that is headed your way. The healing process below will activate that for you. It says the healing process is say, through unconditional love, I now accept the spiritual gifts that are bestowed upon me with complete trust and gratitude. So be it. All right, so love that for you guys. You guys have a heaven sent gift coming in for you. It's not going to be obvious for others of you guys. It may be, like it said, in the form of a friend, an opportunity, a gift coming in for you. And so just see everything as heaven sent right now. I feel like it's shifting that perspective. You know, it's like when you're constantly negative and you're constantly thinking, oh my gosh, you know, nobody likes me, or I never get what I want, or I'll never find love. You're cursing yourself. You're cursing yourself into those belief systems, into those timelines, because there's infinite timelines and those realities do exist. Absolutely. I'm not gaslighting you or anything, but let's not dismiss your magic either. Let's not gaslight our magic either, right? And so it's about being open to these gifts and say, of course, magnificent opportunities and gifts are abundant in my life and people love me. I am protected. I am revered. I'm guided, I'm aligned, you know? It's those types of things that you want to be said right now, okay? So, some of you guys, the obvious of that message that I'm getting here, there could be a passed on loved one that's significantly working with you, okay? This person could have had fuller lips. It doesn't matter if it's a male or female, they could have had some full lips. And these are natural, I'm hearing, these are natural. Yeah, they just had it like that. It does feel feminine here, but it doesn't have to be, but they just naturally had it. They weren't, I don't feel like they were around during the time of, like, you know, where everybody's got plastic in their face and stuff like that, or silicone, not plastic, but you know, they're funny though. They're really sweet. They're really sweet here. They could have had big smile lines as well. Okay. Like really like deep smile lines. This person smiled a lot. All right. Messages, please, for the Capricorn collective. What do they need to know? What's the tea? What's the tea? Kissing ass. Yeah. All right. We also got moving in silence. Baby, you guys need to move in silence right now. That's the second card that talked about that for you. Oops. And this one like went off into the abyss. Hold on. Okay. Queen rising, stepping into your power of praise, coming up in the spotlight. Here's your grandma. I love that. I love her. Thank her for coming. And then we have cock blocking in the reverse. Okay, Capricorns, you definitely got this like weird energy that's like in the side. You can't even see it. It's off the camera. Like it really doesn't matter. You know it's there. You know it exists, but it's not working. Okay, cock blocking is in the reverse. You are moving in silence here. I feel like there's a lot of individuals from your past as well that are gonna be coming back and kind of kissing your ass in some sort of way. Show me what we got. King rising as well for my male Capricorns. Okay, of course. Tell me what we have here. Kissing ass. And my they thems, whatever you identify with, my love, you are welcome here. I don't mean to be 9 of Cups. And the Chariot card in the reverse. Somebody the Wheel of Fortune. They're learning a good lesson through you about divine timing, Capricorns. They didn't believe in you, and now that they see you aligning to your wish fulfillment, they know. Everyone can feel it. Even if it's not here yet for you, it's like deep in your soul, you know it. You know it's coming, and everyone else does too. And so I feel like there's going to be people from your past that are coming back. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like once for whatever reason I'm seeing it turn to the upright, even though it came out upright, right? It's like this energy of like they never believed in you, but now they're seeing that you can make it happen, and you're serving as a lesson for these people. Like I'm kind of getting that stupid saying where it's like, don't judge a book by its cover. You might not really look like, I don't know, hold on. You're getting your wish fulfillment though. I'm hearing clout chaser. So these people, what is it? Tailgating. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I was like, what is that called? Where people like they tailgate here. 7 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, somebody doubted you. Somebody doubted you, and now they're going to be kissing your ass because they can see the truth of a situation. They see you standing in your power. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles here. Genuinely, they see you accomplishing what they said you couldn't. That's a message with the bees as well, where it's just like, you know, what others failed to do doesn't mean that you're going to fail doing it. It's your path. It's your purpose. Tell me about moves and silence. The Strength card and the Death card. Yeah, you're creating a lot of changes and you're not really telling people what's going on with you. I feel like you have this silent like courage and strength about you right now, genuinely, and people just like don't get it. Like, why don't I, ew. I heard, why don't you just stay down? I don't think, yeah. Stop. 3 of Wands, because they're too busy looking forward. They're too busy looking forward. That's why, baby. Okay. Yes, the Devil card. You guys are literally in your power. Like, yeah, it doesn't matter through the toxicity, the obstacles. It doesn't matter. Like, you're always coming out on top. You're always manifesting something new. You look really good. You know how to flow too. Like, I want you to look. He's looking at a river, and this river is like this, got this magical flow. You have this magical flow about you. You have this ability to transform the worst of the worst. You have the ability to calm storms. You have the ability to flow like a river here. It looks really good, but definitely be quiet and hold back. Okay, think about the Strength card. It's about holding back, right? You know when to like play with your line, and other times you know when it's just best not to. Okay, it's important here, yeah, to know what to share and what not to share. Okay, hold back at certain times. Tell me about Queen Rising. 10 of Pentacles. Y'all got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Are you kidding me? 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Baby, life's about to get good. You really are. Your ancestors are behind you on this Queen Rising as well. Tap into like that divine feminine energy, male, female. It does not matter here. Of really attracting, of nurturing yourself and your goals. Okay, the Devil card again in the upright. Messages, please. Ace of Cups. Yeah, you're about to have, and the Ace. Are you kidding me? Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. Babies, you guys are about to look real good. Real good, okay? Whatever you've been doing, just keep up the good work. And instead of like putting yourself down because, you know, whatever, there's a hiccup here, there's a hiccup there, it doesn't matter. I want you to be empowering towards yourself. I want you to be nurturing towards yourself. Act like you're talking to your inner child. Would you want to beat up your inner child and be like, yeah, you loser, you suck, you'll never do this? No, you don't want to bully your inner child. So stop talking to yourself that way, okay? I want you to start being uplifting and loving and nurturing and be like, you know what? You're handling this a lot better than many other people would. You're turning this into honey, and honey is nurturing. It is healing. You're an alchemist. Remind yourself during the difficult moments, okay? Tell me about cock blocking in the reverse. Tell me about cock blocking in the reverse. We've got the 2 wands. Yeah, somebody's trying to like pull you off your path. They've created this plan. Page of Pentacles here. They've proceeded forward with this plan. 3 of Cups. It could be 3 or more people here, but it feels like they're celebrating too early. Like they think, oh, that'll teach them. They're the ones learning the lesson. Yeah, Ace of Swords. They're seeing the truth of the situation here. 8 of Cups, that it's not impacting you. They're being forced to walk away, and they're going through a stage of enlightenment and failure. 6 of Wands is in the reverse. somebody thought that they knew like some sort of like truth of you. They could be like pulling cards on you or divinating on you in some sort of way, or like trying to tap into you. They don't know you. They don't know where you came from. They don't know who you are in this lifetime. They don't know who you were in previous lifetimes. For those of you guys that believe in previous lifetimes, they don't know what you're connected to. Nothing. They don't know. They're out of the know. They're not connected to the divine. And so it's like all of their opinion and everything like that is based off of is ego. Eight of Swords in the reverse here. Spirit's going to make sure that they're too busy to think about you. Queen of Cups in the reverse, because this person is very like malicious, okay, and emotionally abusive. It's like they want to bring you down. Five of Swords, and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. I told you, it's ego. They're coming from ego. They don't actually know. They don't actually know. They pretend to be like loving and da-da-da. No, they're not. They're not. Okay, they're trying to look up dirt on you and all this other crap, and they're not finding anything because you are who you say you are. There's nothing to block. There's nothing to get in the way of here. This person has only blocked themselves and took from their own abundance. Let's go ahead and move forward here. Let's get into your guys' finances and career. Always partying. This person could be like always partying or something like that as well. All right, messages, please. Launching a new project. Okay, some of you guys, that could be that inspiration that you originally got. And then hand, yeah, you're manifesting money, opportunities, you're reaching your goals. Some of you guys, if you're looking for some type of financial assistance, you could be getting that, okay? I do know what's going on, and this is only for my American watchers. I do know what's going on with like the student loans and everything like that, okay? That sucks. I've seen how it's impacted I've seen it all over the internet, like how it's impacting everyone's credit scores and all of that. That's just messages though. Okay, alchemy. What is literally the message of the bees at the beginning? Okay, alchemy. You are an alchemist here. Messages, please. You have wings. You are protected during this time. Okay, rising above money issues, a business taking off, profit. Some of you guys could be spiritual workers, or it's like you bring spirituality into like your work. Like for example, if you're a nurse or a doctor, or even a judge or a police officer, it doesn't matter what you do. Okay. It's like you yourself, you are the healer, you are the alchemist, okay? But you're in your purpose here. You're in alignment with your mission. You also have the support of like the archangels, for those of you guys that believe in that, all right? So you have alchemy here, and then the wings, messages for Capricorns. Everything's going to work out. I'm telling you. Yeah, trust. Just be silent about your moves. Like really think things out. Be methodical. And make sure that you are spending money wisely. You're thinking about the long run. Okay. Which I feel like you guys typically do. Yeah, you have gift and increase in income. Baby, you have an increase. You have this coming in for you. Use opportunities that arise, but like think them through, because not all that glitters is gold. Sometimes it looks better than it is. Clarify this for Capricorn. Tell me about alchemy. Thank you. Two of Wands. Okay, so you can either choose to like ignore something and play victim to it, or you can go ahead and like alchemize it and create the reality of your dreams. Rising above money issues, we have the Emperor card. It's Zaddy. Okay, Zaddy. This is where you're coming out on top. You're calling all of your power back. Woohoo! Are you kidding me? Bottom of the deck. Capricorns, this is the best reading that I've given you guys in like months. Seriously, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Emperor, Empress, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. You guys are on one, huh? Yes, you are on one. All right. So this is beautiful here though. I really like this energy. This is that boss up. This is like knowing when to take action, knowing when to rest, equal parts, and having that growth there. Tell me about chess though. All right, tell me about chess. Again, this isn't checkers, this is chess. So it requires strategy. Something that you're doing is going to require strategy. Four Pentacles and the Moon card. I told you this already, so we're just clarifying it for you guys. Four Pentacles, though, is like knowing when to spend, knowing when not to spend. Is it a need? Is it a want? In this economy, you got to think about that, okay? Not with lack mentality or anything, but yeah. And then the Moon card is here. It's, knowing what offers are for you and which ones are not for you, okay? The Death card here, because you know that you're coming into this like brand new beginning. King of Swords in the reverse. And it seems like somebody's over promising something to you that they can't actually give. So be mindful of that. Okay, yeah, the Hangman. You're gonna have awareness of it. Three of Pentacles, and it does have to do with like what somebody is like promising you. It's they kind of under. Okay, interesting. So let's say like you're moving in with somebody, right? You and your best friend, you're going off to college, just basic example. Going off to college, they're like, okay, I'm gonna pay half the rent, you pay the other half of the rent. And you guys pick out this really nice place that you would never be able to afford by yourself, and you know that, but they're promising to pay their part. They're never gonna have money. Like they're always gonna have some sort of excuse. My car broke down, this happened, that happened. Okay. Yeah, 4 cups. So you might need to like rethink that and kind of reject that opportunity. Might sound great, but it's really not great for you in the long run. So just be mindful of that. I'm not telling you to not go forward with things, but you know, make sure that you have clarity and you know that absolutely 100% in your heart is what is right for you. Tell me about this increase in income here and this gift, okay? The Hierophant in the reverse. Interesting. It's gonna come from like, it's gonna come in a way that you don't expect. So this is like an unexpected gift. 5 of Swords. Yeah. Tell me about this. And the 8 of Cups. It may require you to move. It may require you to go in a direction that you never saw yourself going in. So be careful of like your ego, our egos, not your, I don't mean to say your all the time. Our egos will really talk us out or sabotage our way out of things that are good for us. And so maybe it's not exactly what you thought, what you charted out for yourself, how you saw your life going, but it's exactly what you need. Knight of Pentacles here. Yeah, so be careful about Knight of Swords. Again, too. The Tower card in reverse, like it's nothing bad. It's gonna be good for you. But it may require some of you, not all of you, to leave like an old life behind, to leave something behind. Shells could be significant here. The Devil card, and it's going to put you in your power to leave toxicity behind and to step into your power. I do see you overthinking this opportunity though. Like you're kind of like, geez, I don't know. It's weird. It's like that battle, you know, of like the angel and the devil on your shoulder. It's like, don't do it. Stay where you're at, and you'll find something better. And then the angel's like, this was your opportunity. This is what you prayed for. You know, you just can't see it yet. You can't see it yet. So there's something like that going on for some of you guys. Be careful about battling it. Try to sit, take deep breaths, you know, and know that you are going to look really good here, okay? You can trust yourself and trust this process. It could be a gift of money coming in for some of you guys. Yeah, Queen of Cups here. All right, let's go ahead and move forward into your love life, Cappies. Woo. Messages of the heart for the Capricorn Collective, please. Messages of the heart. Ooh, for the Capricorn Collective. Some of you guys are happily single right now. Living your best life. Okay. Taking care of yourself. Doing your shadow work, okay. Prioritizing peace in your life. Messages. Capricorns. Let's see what we've got. Boat card. Yeah. Nice. You're moving on past certain issues. Okay, it's like you're closing the door on them. Passion. Nice. And the Phoenix. We love to see it. You're getting ready or you're preparing for a new phase. You could end up meeting somebody. I don't know if you've met this person already, Capricorns, or you're going to be meeting them. However, this individual and you are going to have a lot of chemistry and passion about the same things in life. It's like, I'm going to be honest. Capricorns are very quiet when we're in our like observer mode and we're just watching, but we're also the loudest people. Like we will talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And this is what I'm getting, where it's just like with this person, you just don't shut up. Like you're just talking and they're talking and it just it flows so smoothly here. But you're getting ready for this new phase, and this is going to be a transformative phase of your life with a lot of growth, okay? A lot of growth. Messages, please, for Capricorns. Thank you. Coffee cup, yeah. And see, this is going to be a thing where it's like, I don't feel like you're rushing this. I feel like you want to learn from the past and not rush this relationship. You want to ease into it. You want this to show that this is like built on substance, not something just so shallow, right? And people think that we hide things. We don't. I think that Capricorns, every Capricorn that I've known, open book, but very strong discernment, because you know you've been through a lot of betrayal and everything else. And so typically when Capricorns are silent, I'm just ratting us out for everybody. It's because we peep something in your energy that makes us uncomfortable, and so we're just gonna be observant until you kind of prove otherwise. All right, but anyways, I feel like for some of you guys, this could be a new friend. Honestly, it doesn't have to be romantic. Like it could be somebody of the same sex, and you're heterosexual, right? It doesn't have to be anything like that. Like it could be like a new friend, and you and this person just get along, like you really see each other. And this has been a long time coming for all this of you guys. So this is romantic, and you're learning from the past. You're like, I want to move slow. In the past, I've just like dove in, you know, and it paralyzed me a few times. I'm here and it paralyzed me a few times. Okay, we're just like it stunned you. Oh damn. And then you had to go into like recovery mode here, and so you just don't want to make the same mistakes twice, right? Or 3 times, or 25 times, okay? How many ever times? Capricorns, we tend to learn the hard way, so, you know? Tell me about this, though. All right, so recent past, yeah, 6 of Wands in the reverse and the 4 of Cups in the reverse. You're closing on, you're moving out of this cycle here. You're moving on from things that just did not work in your life. Relationships that didn't work, whether it was friendships, etc. That just didn't work here. 4 of Cups in the reverse. And you know that all the good that you've been putting out is going to come back to you eventually, because you're the one creating the change to make sure that you align to that. You're not settling for less anymore, okay? Tell me about passion and the Phoenix. You're going through a Phoenix rising, Page of Swords. Okay, so again, you might look at this person as a friend. For some of you guys, the Tower card in the reverse and the 2 of Swords. And again, you're trying to avoid everything, but this is like a faded connection that is coming in for you. It's not going to be like the past. So if you had past betrayals with friendships, it's not going to be like that. Like you're not going to be dealing with that type of person or energy. If this is in love, you're not doing the same things that you did in the past and like diving all in, right? And instead, you're doing things differently. You're getting to know this person. Like, will this person add value to my life? Can I see myself with this person? You know, it's like you're asking questions of substance instead of following lust or limerence. Messages, please, about coffee cup. Okay. King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. You want to make sure this is rooted in practicality and nurturance. You're not, again, I keep on repeating myself, but the Fool card came out in the reverse, okay? And it's so Fool card in reverse would just be like making the same mistakes twice, not looking where you're going, driving straight into brick walls. You know what I mean? It's moving through life and being tricked by every trickster on the planet. And I feel like you've learned your lesson with that here. And this could be a water sign or an earth sign that's coming in for you, it looks like. It does not have to be. But whoever this is, they're very practical, they're very grounding, they're very nurturing, they're very loving, intuitive. Like, you guys are going to talk about your spiritual beliefs and stuff. It's going to be nice to have, again, somebody, I'm hearing on my level, okay? You're getting somebody on your level. Tell me about camera. 5 of Cups in the reverse and the 3 of Swords. Like I said, you've learned your lessons. You went through a lot of pain, a lot of betrayal, a lot of, you know, depression, sadness, like losing your light. You lost your light with a lot of people, Capricorn, and it took a lot of energy and strength to gain it back. The Death card here, and now you get this new beginning. Page of Cups, yeah, and you're excited about it. You are excited about it. Temperance card, because you know yourself better now. Like, you know your strength, you know your weaknesses. 10 of Wands, and so it's like love really isn't that scary because I'm in charge of who I give my heart to. It looks really good. You guys look great. This is my favorite freaking reading that I've done for you guys in a really long time. A really long time. Now, again, if this is a friend, it's the same thing. And it's just like you're learning, like, there are, you know, cool people out there. You're really going to enjoy it. Okay? So take it as it resonates for you, whether it's platonic or romantic. But again, there is sudden changes coming up. And so don't sabotage, like allow yourself to kind of rebuild the stories and narratives that you tell yourself and see this as an opportunity, okay? Let's close out this reading, Cappies. Messages, please. Psychic attack, protect yourself. Yeah. You are protected, Cappy. That's why I didn't come up strongly in this reading. Like, yeah, you know that there's a fly in the background, but they're not even powerful. All right, messages, please. Thank you. You will receive clarity soon. Okay, so for those of you guys that are looking for clarity on certain things, know that it is coming in. Be out in nature, okay? We are sending you healing. Be open to receive. Be more transparent with others and harness your full potential. Don't forget to ask for your needs to be met. That's what I'm getting with be more transparent with others. Why, hello, Feeny. Finances and home life are stable. Stay blessed. You guys are looking good, smelling good, tasting good. I'm just kidding. I don't know. People are projecting their pain onto you. Yeah, you got a lot of weird like hate in the background, but who cares? We talk about that too much. I'm glad that it didn't really come out. Hone in on your craft though and mastery. Okay, one more card. Thank you, Spirit. And you are meant to help somebody else this week. Be an earth angel to yourself, to others. Pay attention to the animals around you. Okay, forgive them and release yourself. Changes are coming. Top of the deck, you have pay attention to your dreams. They're telling you the truth right now. Dreams are exposing. Somebody's getting exposed, okay? You're aligned with source energy. And your purpose is to be heart-centered. Center of the deck, overall energy. We have this is an important person in your life. Yeah, whoever this new person is, romantic, platonic, they're so important to your path. I love you guys. Don't forget to give me a like. Leave me a little heart below. I do appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, Cappies.